This new method of making custom shirts is about to change the game for the apparel industry. If you're an apparel manufacturer or a clothing brand owner, you know that the typical ways of making shirts are screen printing, embroidery, sublimation, vinyl transfers, or DTG. Well, there's a new kid on the block and it's called DTF. Let me explain how it works. When I started my clothing brand a few years ago, I decided to go with DTG prints, which stands for direct to garment, because that was the most efficient way to print all the colorful artwork in my designs. But the problem with DTG is that you can only print on cotton surface garments, so your garment selection is limited. And it takes some trial and error to get the colors right. Also, if you want to make the shirts yourself, DTG printers are extremely expensive, so I always had to outsource to a manufacturer. But a couple years ago, a new technology was introduced to the market called direct to film, aka DTF. DTF is similar to DTG in many ways, but it's more accurate, more flexible, and cheaper to get started with if you want to manufacture your own shirts. I actually reached out to a DTF printer company called Sublistar, and they sponsored this video to show us how it all works. Sublistar has been developing digital inkjet printers for over 13 years. They're one of the most innovative companies in this industry and offer complete solutions for transfers on all kinds of different materials and fabrics. So I sent them my artwork and they made a shirt using one of their DTF printers. I have the shirt that they made right here so we can unbox it and look at the quality together. But first, let me explain how DTF printing works. The first step is to upload your design to a special software. Then the DTF printer prints it out on a transfer film paper. Once you have your print, an adhesive powder is applied to the back. This powder must then be cured with either a heat press or a curing oven. Now the design is ready to be transferred. Next, the garment is pre-pressed to be prepared for transfer. Then you place the print on the garment and heat press it to transfer the print. And boom, like magic, you have a beautifully printed shirt. Now let's check out the quality of this DTF printed t-shirt that Sublistar sent to me. And I actually have another shirt with the same design, and this was made using DTG printing, so we can compare the two. Oh wow, they gave us two shirts. This is a more salmony shirt. This is a more bubblegum color. So this is my first impression of the samples that we got from Sublistar, and off the bat, the artwork looks amazing on both shirts. And I didn't ask for two different shirts, but even on different shirt colors, you could see that the colors in the actual artwork are the exact same. So like the color of the garment does not affect how the print shows up. And I've noticed that that can happen with DTG. If you print on a different colored shirt, then the inks react differently. So I'm not seeing that difference here at all. It looks exactly the same, even though this is a darker shirt and this is a lighter pink shirt. So let's compare this DTF with the DTG sample that I already have. So now we've got DTG on the left and DTF on the right. So if you're just looking close here, the DTG has more of like a screen printed finish, like it's a more textured finish, and the DTF is more smooth. Like this is way smoother than the DTG. The colors themselves of the prints are different, and these are the exact same print files. So the color difference is based on the inks that were used and obviously the different printers, and I feel like it's based on personal preference, which one you like better. But if you compare the print to the actual original artwork that I have right here in my studio, I would say that the DTF is the closer match compared to the original artwork's colors. It's not perfect. Honestly, I feel like comparing your artwork to a print, it's really hard to get a perfect match of colors, but they're both good. But I feel like the DTF is a bit closer of a match. And in terms of details, the DTG's print feels like it's more integrated as a part of the garments. Like it feels like the ink is inside the garment versus the DTF feels like the ink is on top of the garment. Like you can't like peel it off, but you can tell that it's kind of like sitting on top versus the DTG feels more like dyed almost. And the details are pretty much the same, like both capture, I would say, the same amount of details overall, but I did notice like in the lips here, the DTF did capture more of the brush strokes than the DTG did. So if you have really fine details in your artwork, then maybe DTF is better for you. But overall, the print quality from Sublistar's DTF machine is amazing. I think it's on par with any other type of print. So I guess it really does come down to personal preference, but DTF can be cheaper and easier to print. Overall, I love DTF prints. My manufacturer actually used this method for my latest apparel drop and my customers love them. So if you're a print manufacturer or you want to get into DTF printing, definitely check out Sublistar because they make amazing machines, and make sure to tell them that M.Falconer sent you and they'll give you additional offers and discounts. I'm actually thinking of purchasing a DTF printer so I can make my own shirts, which is a game changer because other machines like DTG printers are 10 times more expensive. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to share that journey with y'all. But thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.